Through these laws, the Prime Minister Modi is turning a hateful nationalistic slogan into brutality. Hindu, and he recently said Hinduun ka Hindustan, which literally translated means India for the Hindus. The CAA has generated nationwide protests from Muslims and secular Hindus, prompting an ultra-nationalist BJP politicians to demand that the sectarian hate mob hits back. Recently in Delhi, there has been over 40 people killed by these mobs who are attacking Muslim homes and families and taking no notice of any of the authorities taking any notice on this issue. As a result, dozens of Muslims have been dragged and burned from their homes in recent weeks, beaten to death in the streets by the mobs. Thousands have lost their livelihoods. And while the Indian police look on passively and the Modi cynically counts the benefits of electoral success, for those who support India, we want to see its rightful place as one of the global leaders in the 21st century with a place in the United Nations Security Council. It is sickening to see such dissent and hatred and mob rule.
In that I believe it's obvious that there is online disinformation being used within India in order to inflame these tensions. I'd commend the Government Communication Service and the Cabinet Office on this work. I think the UK is in a position to do a real assessment of the online actors and the malign actors who are, aside from the Indian government policy, which is one issue, and I would urge the Minister to step up his efforts in that dialogue. But there are online efforts that could be made against this sort of disinformation because people are at risk of further violence.
In the last 5 years, Narendra Modi's BJP government have chosen a path of systematic discrimination, be it the abrogation of Article 35A in Kashmir or the citizenship law. Calling the recent violent community clashes seeks to normalise a far more sinister event. India is now controlled by Hindutva supremacist RSS ideology with strong historic link to the Nazi Party, and the current Prime Minister of India was a member of the RSS. What step is the Prime Minister taking to call out this discriminatory practice at the heart of the Indian government?
Thank you very much. Incited mob violence in Delhi on the basis of someone's faith brings back painful personal memories as a religious minority of the 1984 genocide of the Sikhs while I was studying out there in India. Mr. Speaker, we must learn from history, not be fooled by those whose insidious aim is to divide society, hell-bent on killing and destroying religious places, all in the name of religion. So I ask the Minister, what message has he given to his Indian counterparts that persecution of Indian Muslims, many of whom have been peacefully protesting against the Citizenship Amendment Act, is utterly intolerable, and that the police cannot just stand idly by, or worse still, be complicit, as is alleged by many victims and social activists, and that the perpetrators must feel the full force of the law?